Hey YouTubers, this is Jacques, and today what I wanted to do was take out this camera right here. I really wanted to go and try out the X-T30 and play with it in the street. I got a hair appointment and it's in an area that has some pretty interesting subjects around, and I can play around with some street photography. Now, I'll talk to you about two of the lenses I do use for street a lot, and one is this one right here, and it's the 35 f2, which is a lovely lens, very good lens. And for the price, guys, I'd advise anyone who's going out there to do beginner street photography to actually think of this lens, because it is very good and it's inexpensive way to get into Fujifilm and really love what you're doing. This and the used X-T2, you're not talking about a great deal of money to go out and start taking some great, fantastic shots. But today I'm going to be using the Fujinon 23mm f1.4. I just got this lens, so this is the first time I use it to go out and shoot. So we're going to see. It might be, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'll come in, look at the photos, and we'll look at them together, and I'll show you what I shot. I hope you enjoy. Oh, wait 1 minute. There's one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. Was if you watch any of my videos, you'll realize in one of my videos where I compare the X-T3 to X-T30, I make a couple of comments on the X-T30 as to the things that I thought were really great, like the fact that you don't have the D-pad. I think it's good to not have it. I don't miss it. I stand to that. But what I do not hold true anymore is the fact that the position of the Q button here was a good idea. Now, I really thought it was an ingenious idea that it was close by, but I think from a lot of the viewers out there, we've talked about the fact that it's super sensitive. And you're hitting the thing all the time, and you're going into Q menu. When you look in your visor a lot of times, and the Q menu's on, and you're going, what the hell is this? So I think Fuji needs to address that, and they need to do something about it. I think a double push on that button would cure everything, or just making it a bit less sensitive in the firmware. So anyways, just wanted to mention that and tell you guys that it is coming. The X-T30 review will come, but I really do need to use this thing to tell you what I think. But so far, I am really impressed. So for the rest, enjoy, guys. So listen, I decided to come out to this park to just tell you, I guess, my impressions so far on this camera. Okay, let me get a spot here. So I thought I'd take just a tiny bit of time to talk to you guys about the X-T30 and how I feel about it. Now, I truly think that this camera is going to go down in history as one of the best street photography cameras that you could possibly buy. And it's for a couple of reasons, and that's what I want to talk to you guys about right now. The X-T30 is basically an X-T3 with a couple of the professional features stripped off of the X-T3 to make it an X-T30. That coupled with a really small form factor. It's a small camera. Now today I used it with the 23mm f1.4. It was a dream. It was absolutely a dream in terms of focus speed, focus locking. I used some techniques that I always use for street photography, and it went really well. But here are the reasons why. If you take a camera that's a speed demon in terms of autofocus, in terms of picture quality, in terms of low light performance, and you migrate that over to street photography, you're gonna get some great shots. I'll give you an example. A couple of times I was shooting people, and when you're a street photographer, sometimes you'll just point your camera, you know, and put a center focus and hope for the best. and you just take your shot because you see an interesting subject and you want it to be candid. With this camera, when you do those type of shots, the focus happens immediately and instantaneously. Therefore, there's no lag. Therefore, the chance of getting a great candid photography shot is there. It really is there. I got a lot of hits today, and I'm surprised because when I do just sort of, like, I basically take my camera, sort of point it in a spot where I think I see something interesting. Okay, just want to show you. I'll be walking, and then all of a sudden I'll just go and hope for the best. I put it on center focus and hope for the best. But with this camera, the chance of you hitting and nailing that focus is really high. Now, here's another reason why, the form factor. It is small, it is really small. Now, I used a 23mm today, so that's a pretty big lens, and it still ended up being a relatively small camera for me to carry. But I believe if you couple this with the 27mm pancake or another pancake that Fuji offers, you're gonna be laughing. It is a small camera. So the ability to get that super high performance, sport photography performance, nature photography, wildlife photography performance in a street photography camera can only be beneficial in every single way. So form factor, small, high performance. I'm telling you guys, this thing has high performance on it. Basically, it's the X-T30, but with a couple of things taken off, makes for a camera that is fantastic in street, and for candid photography especially, you will be laughing with this camera. That's all I wanted to say for today. I'll let you guys check out the slideshow right now, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe, and don't forget, everybody, keep on making something from nothing.